Hello and welcome to this brand new video. The weather has been getting a lot better. In the last week we took a huge plummet and the weather has been low 30s and definitely a lot better than scorching 40s. So it's been making being outside and getting things done outdoors a lot easier as well. Fires are obviously still not allowed, so because the fire risk has been huge always in summer. In fact, we had like 3 big fires again relatively close by, but they've all been put out really quickly within a day, so thankfully nothing as bad as we had last year. This week we've already dropped down to low 30s and it looks like we're going into the high 20s for the rest of September, and that's going to bring us some huge relief from that incessant heat for sure. Also, due to the really weird weather we've had from spring or since spring, unfortunately it seems like it took a huge toll on everyone's vineyard. And even my vineyard, here and there are some good grapes, but for the most part I'm definitely not going to be doing a big harvest this year, so there is no winemaking in my future for this year. I'm kind of okay with that. I will pick what is ready for eating and just personal consumption. I think there's not going to be a lot at all. But this gives me time to prepare my wine cellar, so hopefully next year I can be producing my own wine. Lots has happened in the last couple of weeks. Let's say farm-wise, some interesting things happened as well. Discovered another snake on the farm, or I should say Shiva again discovered another snake on the farm. This time it was a ladder snake. Thankfully ladder snakes are completely harmless, but why is it always Shiva? The other thing I've discovered on the farm was a huge underground wasp nest. I didn't even know that they did that. And renovation wise, well, I pushed on more with the tiling work of the kitchen so that I can finally get to the installation of my kitchen cupboards. But maybe I was a little bit more optimistic than I should have been because this tiling has taken a huge toll on me, and to the point where I started procrastinating getting the acid wash done and the grouting done. And well, you're gonna have to watch this video to see how I did. Besides procrastinating on getting my tiling finished and done, or at least the grouting part of it, I've also been really busy with my client work as well, because with my mom coming, I've asked all of my clients to take a little bit of time off so that I don't have to be working full days in front of the computer while she's here. But with one of my clients, I've been needing to do quite a bit of work in advance, so my days behind my computer for the last couple of weeks have also been 10 hours or longer, which also didn't leave me much time for tiling work. The good news is, or some good news, is that we are 4 days away from my mom landing in Portugal, and I'm so excited for her visit. My mom will be visiting a whole month. I'm really excited to take you guys along on our little travel adventure as well, and I'm super keen to see what she has to say about the farm and about seeing what I've done in real life. I hope my mom is camera ready. Thank you so much for all the likes and the comments on the previous video. I did read them all, and honestly it really just brings such a smile to my face, and it really gives me like the inspiration to just keep on going forward. Some of you have asked whether I have Facebook and Instagram accounts, and the answer is yes. There will be links in the description to go and find those accounts as well. Please go and follow my profiles there. I do post a lot of little things that happen during the week in between videos and things that don't necessarily make it to the videos. So please go and follow me on Facebook or Instagram. There my comments will be a little faster than commenting back on the videos, than replying back on the videos. So please come and find me there. Thank you for watching. See you at the end.
Is Girl Meets Farm.
So today I want to try and clean up the cement that's on the tiles. But before I can do that, I noticed that these little black spacers that I used didn't come off as cleanly as the white ones. These guys are a lot stronger. So what's happened is that there's a lot of plastic sticking out the tiles, and you can actually feel it. They didn't break off evenly or cleanly at all. So I'm gonna have to use this cutting knife and just clean up all the rows where any of this is sticking out before I can do the acid clean on the tiles. So let's do that now. This is after I've managed to do this whole section down. It's dried nicely. After 2 rinses and 2 washes after the acid, and up to there in front of the brooms. It makes such a big difference to do this. Although you can't get perfect, and some pieces might stick out a little bit more, it's better than what it was, which mostly like that, or like that. So looking back at this, it makes a big difference. Now that I've washed most of the cement away, the tile cement, I may need to go back and recut some of these plastic spacers, just because, well, now that the cement is gone, they stick out a little bit more all over. Let's grout! Day, and I managed to do this corner here, and it's dried quite nicely. So what's this? It's about maybe 2.5 square meters maybe. So today I'm going to continue from here down and try and do the section that I had cleaned with the acid, which is this section downwards. We'll see how far the grout will go. I'll do as much as I have in the bucket. I saw this yesterday walking here. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I thought they were bees, but I don't know, maybe they are wasps. I'm gonna try and get as close as possible. There are all these, what looks like hives, old hives, dried hives, lying on top of the ground. And in the hole there one can see what looks almost like eggs and stuff. Yeah, I guess these are wasps, not bees. Never seen anything like that before. This just appeared yesterday. And all of these old hives are just appearing outside. I don't know how they're getting it out there. But yeah, it's interesting. I posted this find to a local wildlife group and asked what I am looking at. Apparently, it turns out that badgers and honey buzzards eat wasps and hornets, and someone's theory was that either a badger or a honey buzzard had actually opened up this wasp nest and they eat the wasps and the larva that is inside. And lo and behold, yesterday I spotted the honey buzzard right on this area, and it was like digging out more of the hives, and it was just having a little feast in there. Today, there is nothing left of this hive. Right. So I have grouted up to about here now, and the cupboards will go to about maybe there, halfway into that tile. So that's all ready for the cupboards, and then the oven is going to go here as well. But in order to get to the next section, where I still need to do an acid wash as well, to get that last pieces of tile cement off the tiles before I can grout that section, I need to move this big cupboard out the way. Well, I actually need to move all of that stuff out the way, but let's start with a cupboard. It's really old, so I'm always worried about these legs, and because I need to move it that way, out the way, I'm going to put it on cardboard and then see if I can just slide it over that way without it breaking. Fingers crossed. Attempt 2, I managed to slide that under the feet without the cupboard falling over this time. Okay, now we're going to attempt to slide it over, which I'm really nervous for. Did you bring me a bowl? Is it? Good boy. Oh, okay. Yay. I made it without it falling over or breaking apart, so that's good. That is really heavy. I reckon I have at least a month and a bit before I need to start using the fireplace, so hopefully before then I can move this out of here, but we'll see. I was hoping to get this section grouted before I move these pieces, but it doesn't look like that is to be. So I can grout that at a later stage, because my next priority is going to be cleaning this floor, this section here, which means all of these things will also need to move over. But I do want to start on the cupboards as well, so I'm feeling a little bit split-minded on that decision as to whether to start building the cupboards or grouting the floor, but I have to get this whole, well, I have to get at least this section of floor done so I can put the rest of the cupboards in. So I think that's going to be my priority. So move everything over. Let's do the floor. Finish the grouting in this middle section. It's really just from about here to about where that olive oil bottle is. That needs to be done. So it's just that middle bit. And then I've got to finish laying the back row of tiles next to the wall there. And then that section is complete. And then, yeah, hopefully kitchen. Whew, let's see. Alright, good. At least that's done. And now I can get to this middle section of the floor. When I do that, I will move the washing machine into that corner where I've already grouted to get to this middle section here and finish that up. And the floor cleaned nicely. I don't think it's my best work, but I can now start grouting from this last middle section here, from there to 2 rows past the washing machine. But I will start with this section and bring it out as far as I can. Maybe, no, it won't entirely be in line with where this goes, but maybe I can bring it out to here, let that dry, move everything over, and then do that last section before I continue. I did the acid wash till about here, so this section I still need to acid wash before I can go out there. Well, and that brings us to today. So what I'm going to be doing today is just going to try and finish more of this grouting on the side where the cupboards are going to go, and then spend my time just getting the house ready for my mom's arrival. See you guys when she's here. I also got some string lights for outside and put them up under the close supervision of my supervisors, although the one supervisor was more interested in playing with the lights.